Hi, this is Don Matteo, and you are listening to the Ought to Know Better podcast. Let's do this.
Leeds are shit.
We're recording, you know.
Oh, shit.
We had a good start. I don't think we've got the personnel.
You can fucking laugh all you want, you absolute bellend.
I think about things, that's why you lot are idiots.
A melted version of a dick that's been shrink wrapped. The absolute elite shithousery of this.
Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to the Ought to Know Better podcast. I'm your host, Smarty. Episode 25, chaps, season 6. I'm joined this evening by the wonderful man from the Emerald Isle, that is Carlos, to my left. How are you this morning, this evening, this afternoon?
Well, I'm just after spilling a full pint of beer all over me, so yeah.
Well, you always smell of piss anyway, so it's probably an improvement, isn't it?
Not piss, man, it's beer. Yeah, but I've spilt it all over myself, so I'm going to have to just duck out for a second.
Have you just done it now while the intro were going?
Literally while the intro was going.
You're a dipstick.
Which is why we love you.
I can't speak.
You can't speak. I'm fucking soaking here, so I'll be back in a moment.
Jesus Christ. Go put one of your tenor ladies on. We're also joined, unfortunately I was a little bit late this evening because we didn't have a third option. So I had to go to the streets of Leeds to find some sort of homeless man. And here he is. Hello, Jay.
Hello.
You're rocking the Shadrach Dingle sort of vibe lately.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
Well,
you look like you've given up on
letting
life,
the old beard grow out again for a bit, and then
bit of
we'll
bump
cut it
off.
again. You know, when I get bored of it. I chucked a hat on just because my hair looked crazy. And
mate, honestly, it's incredible. The likeless. I mean, I did call you that guy from Shameless. Because you are going that way. You're very unkept. You're very unkept. Anyway, how are you doing apart from all that? Apart from looking homeless, etc.
Yeah, apart from that, I'm all good. What can I say? Results have been fairly positive. Leeds are doing
still
all
smiling.
Right, so I'm all good. Mate.
You're not fucking stinking a piss like Karl. So
exactly. It can always be worse. It can always be worse.
You're winning at life, mate. You were on the Berardi and Coke, but unfortunately our piss-stained friend has buggered off. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to come back to you and ask for your thoughts briefly, because it's been quite a while. We've had more reflective time, etc. How did you find the Aston Villa game? Was it as you were expecting?
No, because I had a weird bad feeling about it that we were going to get badly beat. I don't know why. I just had this feeling it were going to be a bad day. So for it to end up as it did and for us to score and for us to look like we were going to get another one for a large part.
Hold on. I could see
at least he had his pants on.
I could see him walking a towel around on the floor like an absolute
Jesus
muppet.
Christ.
Honestly, what a guy. Anyway, carry on. Sorry for distracting.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see us looking like we were going to win the game for large parts, at least in the first half, anyway. And yeah, it were a much better sort of performance than I expected. It was disappointing in the end to get a draw, but then at the same time, you know, I'm the first one who's like, for fuck's sake, if I think we should have won a game and stuff. But because I probably thought we were going to get nothing, I was still okay with it. And looking at how long we defended for in the second half, it felt like it were coming for the entire second half. So it wasn't like a shock. It wasn't a goal out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? It was something that you're expecting to a degree. And I guess I was just happy it came so late on, because had it come 10 minutes earlier even, I think we'd have been in for a very different result.
I think you're right. I think, you know, we spoke a couple of weeks ago and I said, you know, out of the two next fixtures, that being, you know, Villa and City, I was more apprehensive probably about Villa Park, you know, going down there, because it's a tough place to go. They're obviously in form as well, and they're a good team. And, you know, the last time they came to our place, you know, John McGinn absolutely ran that midfield. Luckily, he were out a couple of weeks, you know, and obviously a couple of their other players. You know, I think we did really well. You know, there's a couple of shit takes coming that that have obviously bashed Fark for his team selection, etc. Do you find that, you know, what do you think to his team selection? Do you think he got it right, or would you, with hindsight, made a couple of changes?
It were interesting to see Beale.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Out. It is.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Beale left out, but that said, we defended so well. What point did he come on? Because he did come on, didn't he?
I was literally just looking because I cannot remember specifically. It was towards the end.
Yeah.
For a change.
Yeah, we defended really well. So it's hard to point at that and say it was wrong. Could we have maybe done more on set pieces with him in there? Perhaps, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just you're just speculating, aren't you? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Had we got beaten, I'd be like, oh yeah, definitely got it wrong. He should have been in there, but we didn't. We did all right. We expected to be under the cosh and were. I think that we're too negative at times. You know, I think there's a little bit too much of protecting a point. And I understand it to a degree if, like, the manager's based his entire strategy on getting a point at away games. To him, that's fine to do that because that's what he's trying to get. We as fans obviously want to win games, so we're looking at that and thinking, had we gone at him again second half, we could have absolutely won the game. But, you know, they changed things around. They put Barkley on at some point. He changed the game for them. Suddenly,
he did, absolutely,
they were moving a lot better. They were distributing
a bit more on
all
the
a lot
football,
better. Yeah.
I've just checked that Viol actually came on the second half, and I totally forgot about that. He replaced Goodmanson, didn't he?
That's right. And I thought he had come on earlier, but
yeah,
I just
assumed
to your superior knowledge,
to make any
always...
changes before 65 minutes that it was around 65, 70 minutes, but it wasn't. It was.
I always assume I'm wrong, so
Goodmanson went well, wasn't he? And apparently he's well again. Apparently he's okay again, according to his press conference today. All is well, apparently. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a little bit. Karl, you were also on the Berardi and Coke. Are you piss free? Have you soaked your beer up?
Would you believe I've actually gone as far as mopping the floor? So it smells of
took you so long?
Fresh lemon now, so it does. So it's actually all right. Yeah,
a bit the old.
I thought you might have. I thought you might have spilled it on a plug socket or something and taken out the entire house's power.
Honestly, man, it's about a half a foot away from going on the plug sockets. No, I'm not going to lie. It's an extension.
Have you replaced said beer that you decided to throw down
No, I
yourself?
have not. No, I have not.
Are you going dry? Oh dear.
I've got a glass of water, like.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, Christ.
What are you drinking? Are you drinking a big mug of tea?
I fucking am, yes.
Yeah.
In the Auto No Better Cup, obviously.
Correct. Excellent.
Yeah.
Click the QR code and you can get yourself a wonderful cup modelled by myself. Actually, Paul, who's usually in the comments, he tweeted me the other day. Well, I say tweeted me. It was on the bloody Blue Sky, which I never ever go on, and I got a notification. Paul's been and bought himself one. Loves it.
Nice one,
Paul. And you can get one too. So hit the link, grab yourself a quality mug. Not one of these two. I mean an actual mug. Paul, fucking hell. Karl. Starting well, innit? Yeah, Carlos, give us your thoughts about the game briefly, because it's been a week. You know, you two have obviously been over it. Give us your thoughts quickly. Were you impressed with the lineup? How did you find Stats' goal? Did you get a bit of a semi on? Did it give you a tingle, etc., etc.?
Yes, and yes. It was. To be fair, we played quite well. Like Jay mentioned there, they brought Barkley on. They were really he started zipping that ball about the place, and it really put them on the front foot. Like their passing was a lot quicker, and he dictated play quite a lot in that second half when he came on, and it definitely showed that he's just a level above, and he's starting on the bench for Villa. You know, that's kind of where we want to be. You know, bringing on a player of that ilk to essentially change the game in their favour, really. Stack's goal, I can't.
Apparently, Danny from Not Another Leeds Pod has typed in Irish dwarf porn, and it took him to this place. Apparently,
That's those tags working.
Because those tags aren't here anymore. It's homeless, piss-ridden fucking dipsticks.
I'm down here
now. And people who like to soak themselves in beer. So hey,
yeah, I'm all about the beer.
Get the hat off and get the mad hair out.
No, please
do
don't.
That, Jay.
Please don't.
Stack's goal. Szoboszlai isn't even in the conversation now anymore as best free kick taker in the Premier League. He's absolutely wiped the floor with him. And if that's not a contender for goal of the season, then I think realistically we should have 2 contenders now. Sunderland, where every player touched the ball before we scored, and Stack's free kick, I think, are probably 2 of the best goals I've seen all season.
Yeah, it was sublime, wasn't it? I had a Liverpool fan shock saying that it's up there with Sabasli's, by the way.
Up there, it's beyond there.
Beyond. You lads did all right at weekend, didn't you? That bloody free kick, it's got to be up there for one of the best goals of the season. And I went, up there? What do you mean up there? I says, he's looking down at the rest of your shite. That fucking jibbo-head dipstick that you've got and taking your free kicks.
Yeah. There's not even a conversation at this point.
Nah, not at all. But I think we had chances to win the game, and we probably had 2 of the best ones, really, where Calvert-Lewin went through on goal from that lovely ball from Bogle, and then Nyemecha. There's a few people saying, "Oh, he was stretching forward. He was this." That goes back across the keeper. He can. That's not stretching enough to not be able to direct it back where it came from.
Yeah.
I know that's hypercritical, because we didn't expect much of him, and now that he's got a few goals for himself and he's looking all right when he's coming on, we're kind of expecting a little bit more of him. And I think that's testament to how he's kind of settled in and taken the bull by the horns and gone, yeah, sound. I'll take my chances when I can get them. He's got the best goal percentage per minute. In the Premier League, or for us anyway. So I personally would have liked them to go back across the keeper with that one. But look, again, it's a point away from home, and I think there's not many teams that go to Villa and outplay them for at least, let's say, 55, 60 minutes, because it was the last half hour or so that Villa really started to turn it on. And come away with something, Teams crumble under that pressure, and fair play to Darlow, he kept us in it as well. So you got to hand it to them. It's good to see them pissed off coming off the pitch with a point.
It is.
And I like that.
What do you reckon to Steve's comment here? And it says Stack's wonder goal didn't even get a mention on Match of the Day.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Backed up with Liam saying Match of the Day said the goalkeeper made it easy for for Stack. The 2 pundits were useless.
Yeah, I think that's it's a sublime piece of skill to be able to hit the top corner. And let's be honest, a World Cup winning goalkeeper has misjudged.
Exactly.
He's good, and
he's a very good goalkeeper, and he's no slouch. And I'd have him in our team at the drop of a hat, But if a free kick beats a World Cup winning goalkeeper like that, you can't put it down to being lucky with the free kick. That's skill, that's a level above what should be going on.
Absolutely.
To be honest, Richard, he says Match of the Day equals shit take of the week. Absolutely. I mean, I don't really watch it. I don't watch it.
I don't these days.
I didn't really watch it with Lineker, etc., because I just think it's the usual drivel. They're quite biased, to be honest, and the new lot are.
They never show much of us.
No.
Yeah. No, they don't. Well, they don't. They're not interested in the people. I mean, the most exciting part of this frigging league is what's going down at the bottom, because there's that many teams involved in a relegation scrap, which is what we'll come on to now. No one cares about Arsenal, because Arsenal are going to throw it away and Man City are going to pip them. There's literally no one else really in the conversation for who's winning the Premier League. Everyone's waiting for Arsenal to throw it away, which they will inevitably do, because they've already had a bit of a wobble, haven't they? They're already starting to wobble, and no one gives a flying F, do they?
Did you hear the Arsenal? Sorry, did you hear the Arsenal guy on Square Ball on Propaganda? The Arsenal Fan TV guy just going off. Just going absolutely fucking...
Yeah, they want him sacked. They want Arteta sacked.
They're all insane. I want him to fail just for the meltdown.
I mean, I'd like to see Arteta sacked, because I think he's an absolute bulb of the highest degree.
He's got a head like a bulb.
He's just an idiot, isn't he? He's an absolute
Lego
arsehole. I mean, people say all sorts about other different managers, etc., etc. Guardiola is probably, a fine example, but he's got respect. He's got a style, he's very self-critical, etc. But Arteta's just a fucking bellend, isn't
He thinks
You'd
that
never
everything that
get
he
tired of
says or
smacking
does
him, would
is
you?
correct.
No.
Always an excuse. Everyone's
someone else's
against
fault.
him. His team are scumbags. They throw themselves on the floor. They play shit football. Everything's scripted. Everything
They're
takes
horrible.
fucking 5 years. They're just horrible to watch, aren't they?
Do you
At
know
least
what-
Guardiola's Man City absolutely battered everyone because they were just bloody good at football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what annoys me about Arteta as well? Where he's always standing on the edge, outside his box, and it's like he's intimidating players who want to play it
Like
down the
Klopp
line.
used to.
Yeah, and
I'd
that's starting
smash
to do
into
my
me.
fucking head in. Yeah, I'd take
I've
him out.
I've actually done that. I've actually done that before. I used to play left wing when I was a lot thinner. One of their managers or coaching staff was stood right close to my line, and I knocked it past someone and just pushed him as I went past. I mean, it slowed me down a little bit, but I literally just pushed him out of the way, and it absolutely kicked off.
Class.
But yeah, I
Be on
you fucking
pitch.
dickhead, because I knew exactly what they were doing, and he would at it. You know, if I used to take some throw-ins as well, because I've not got a I don't think Ampadu throws it that far, but I've got a bit of a chuck on me as well, and it were there. Any throw-ins around that area, he'd get right close to you, or just stand on line. It's like, fucking move back out of the way. So yeah, I'd love some player to just clean him out. That'd be class.
Be fantastic, wouldn't it? Broken ankle.
Lovely, man. It'd be kind of justice in a way.
Bryn says Arteta is a Spanish Keith Andrews. Keith, you mean? Andrews.
Keith.
Keith. Have you seen
Keith
that he's just signed a
Andrews.
new deal until 2032?
Has
Never.
he?
Yeah. It
Wow.
flashed up on my phone this afternoon, and I was like, what the fuck?
Good
One
on him.
good season. and they're like all in.
2032.
That's insane.
Good on him.
Right.
He's fucking
Honestly.
conned an old
Just slapped a
contract for
5-year
himself. there.
contract on him. Yeah, go on, lad. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean,
It's
fair
probably
play, but
it's probably so when they sack him, they can spread his payout over 5 years.
maybe so.
Do a Chelsea on
Like Klarna payments.
the payments on a manager, yeah.
Richard Hogan says Keith Andrews is more likable. He's already made a comment about you two, by the way.
Who?
I saw
Our
that.
friend, our friend.
I saw that. I decided to let it pass, you know.
Apparently, I've drawn a short straw tonight. And I don't know whether that's an act to your height, your stature, James.
I wouldn't have
or
thought
just,
so.
You know,
I think he's just slagging us off as people.
Hey, he does right.
Might have to give him a timeout if he carries on.
He does right. He can do what he wants. He can do what he wants.
I don't care.
So let's take a look at the. I mean, we have kind of scuttled straight past the Villa because we don't really have much else to say about it. It was a good point to take. I think all of us probably would have snapped your hand off for a point down at Villa Park, if we're being honest.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we didn't manage to hold on for the win, but you know we're heading in the right direction, and it's just that continuous movement forward.
Yeah.
We're not really in the. I mean, I don't want to, touch wood. I don't want to jinx anything, but we're not really in the conversation about being relegated anymore. I mean, that's from the outside the ether. That's other fans and pundits kind of said, yeah, I think Leeds are safe. Obviously, as self-critical as we are being Leeds fans, that's not necessarily always the case. Probably not until we're actually like, right, we've got 45 points here. I think we might be okay. But yeah, are you feeling more confident, boys, after this game? I mean, obviously we've got City at the weekend, but are you feeling a little bit more confident that we've got enough to push forward?
Yeah, I'll just say to Richard, we're only kidding, mate. We're not asked. Don't worry.
Not that sensitive, man. Jesus
Get called
Christ.
worse by Smarty before we came on live.
Yes, you did. That we can't. Well, we could. I suppose we could add if the sweary duo, which isn't me, obviously, it's Gilly and
Obviously not.
if they were online. Jay cries quite a lot, you know. I make Jay cry.
Yeah, it's hard. It's life's tough, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Hard work
I
sometimes.
feel
It's hard having the stature of a mushroom.
absolutely, mate.
It's not even magic.
But you know, you'll learn to live with it.
No, Jay is magic.
Definitely, man.
Let's have a look at this table then.
I forgot what you asked me now.
I didn't really ask you anything, to be fair. It's just kind of a ramshackle pod, this, isn't it? I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a. We're just here, aren't we?
That's the current league positions. Who do you think then, if you were to pick a team out of that lot? I mean, I think everyone's fairly confident Wolves and Burnley have gone. You know, I mean, they're right down there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Out of West Ham Forest, Palace are obviously they're dropping like a frigging stone as well.
Brighton
Tottenham
aren't
are in with a
safe
shout. I don't think Brighton will come down. I think they're
I don't.
okay, but
I don't.
no, I think.
But it's
I think
weird,
they'll
isn't
be
it?
fine.
Because you think Palace could, but you don't think Brighton will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brighton are continuing to get bits and bobs, whereas Palace are in free fall, aren't they? They're
are,
they're
to be
not
fair.
doing well at all.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it? And that's what is the biggest danger for Tottenham at the moment, I think. The fact that they're just absolutely terrible. They're on such a downward curve. And West Ham, to be fair to them, are making a go of it all of a sudden. I don't think West Ham are going to go down.
Tottenham have a relatively favourable run of fixtures, though, don't they?
Yeah, but the shit.
Yeah, I know, but they've still. The thing is, being shit, like, you know, tactically or whatever, etc. You know, he's fine, but they've actually got quality in the squad.
They do.
The squad isn't shit. Do you know what I mean? You know, so you know.
I know what you're saying, Smarty, right? But did you see Van der Ven completely ignore your man there at the weekend when he was telling him to put on
the manager.
You know? That the players are already out the door.
They've clearly got issues, haven't they, within the camp?
They've got players that are good enough, but their injury list is absolutely through the roof. They've got something like 7 first-team players out injured.
Yeah,
none of them have a time frame for when they're going to be back.
No,
Madison's fucked. No, none of them have a
Madison
time
is
frame.
fucked,
Like,
they're all proper injuries.
oh, they're all proper injuries. Like
Shit.
you know.
I didn't realise it was that bad.
Then you've got the likes of the players that are already there. You got Romano, is it, or what is fucking him? Their captain getting sent off every
Romero.
every 4 or 5
Romero.
games. He's getting sent off. Those players' heads are already out the door.
Case, isn't it?
They're already out. Like, that's the thing. They've checked out already. They're like, right, agent, get on the case. Sort me out now, because this club's foobar.
We've seen that at Leeds before. You know, you're done when that happens.
Yeah.
That's us after Palace when we went down. Like,
That's exactly
everyone
what it is.
nobody were on board anymore. Everyone was just like, fuck this. And they all knew they could fuck off. And there were no fight, no backbone at all in that team after that, was there?
There was
and
nothing.
once you hit that situation, it's very, very hard to get out of it.
Yeah. It's impossible. Like, it's damn near impossible. Like, the mentality is what gets you out of that, and that is not in the Spurs squad at the moment.
Yeah.
Brent says Forest unlucky versus Scouse as a new manager bounce. Yeah, that is true. And they do have a fairly decent squad, the Forest.
Yeah, and your man there, Vitor Pereira, is it? He kept Wolves up last year. Same kind of scenario.
What would you find like most satisfying out of Nuno keeping West Ham up at Forest's expense, or Nuno keeping West Ham up at Spurs' expense?
I think Spurs.
It's got
I'd
two
love
clubs
Spurs
there.
to
It
go
could
down.
absolutely fuck.
Can you imagine if Tottenham
Spurs
Hotspur
went down.
got relegated?
I want to see it. I want to see it just as like a social experiment. I just want to see
Just
what happens.
because the you know, they were whoring themselves to this, you know, Super League, this shit that they were going on a few years ago. And everyone, I mean, you can talk about a big five and whatever else and who shouldn't be in there, but Tottenham should have and will never be part of that conversation. They are so plastic. The reason they were in the conversation is because they've got a chuffing new stadium and they had a blip.
But that's the thing,
they had a
Smarty.
blip of being in Europe and stuff. It's just like, no, mate, you're not.
Their
part of the
whole
big
model is based on being in and around top 4, Champions League, all that kind of shit. The whole model is based on that. So they go down, they are truly fucked. Like, there must be loans galore involved in building that stadium.
I wonder if Archie Gray's got a relegation clause in his contract.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Someone commented, Spurs go down. Would you freaking dance calling themselves
20 million.
6?
Let's have him.
Yeah. There it is there, yeah. So
There you go.
Spurs go down, we'll
I've
just
got the
sneak back
media
in
part,
for
I
Archie.
ain't got the comments in yet. Get your comments in, guys. Who else do you think could potentially go down? I'm very much. It's too early to say. There's a lot of football to play. I mean, Spurs have got. I think they've got Fulham at the weekend, haven't they? And then they've got Palace, Liverpool, and then Nottingham Forest. They are probably going to pick some points up out of that, but it's going to be an interesting run for them.
It's
gonna be a very interesting run for
unpredictability,
them.
isn't it? Because like, when you're down at this point where we are now, like suddenly you will just have a team who'll suddenly win 2 games, and suddenly they're 3 places at the table.
I think it'll be West Ham. I genuinely think West Ham will pull themselves out of this, mate.
I think they'll get out of it.
Who do you think
Because
is going
they're
to go
showing
down,
a bit of
Smarty?
fight.
I think it's more to be Forest.
I still think it'll be Forest. There's no way in God's earth that you can have 4 managers in one season and still survive the drop. There's just no way.
It's not right, is it?
No one ever has done, have they? Let's be fair.
No.
You know, it's.
Did we have
I
4?
would stand corrected, and I'll say, fair dues.
3.
I suppose that absolute idiot that's running the show down there has made a call, sacked 3 other managers, and got the 4th one in. Who's actually manager of Forest a minute? I can't remember who it is.
It's a booted Dyche, didn't they?
It's Vitor
Yeah,
Pereira,
Dyche has just
isn't it?
walked. Oh, of course it is, yeah. So it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's not like he's got 4 or 5 games like Big Sam did for us. He's called it early enough. There's still quite a few games, there's still a lot of football, some winnable games really for them. So you'd think that they'd probably be able to survive. I think West Ham have enough in the tank to get over. They're showing a little bit of fight and they're starting to get into a little bit of form.
Yeah.
But the rest,
Palace,
Palace are out of the question. We're not out of the question. It could go tits up for us.
If they got an injury to Somerville or Bowen, that changes everything as well. So there's still a lot.
I was just going to say that Somerville's having the best form of his season so far. He scored 5 in 7 games or something, and it was 5
done
in
nothing
a row
at
for a
that
start.
point.
That's the thing. He's come into a bit of form, and that new lad they got from America, the Argentine lad, the striker, he's shown a bit about him as well. Like, I think we were in for him at one point there, maybe the season before we went down.
So Steve Brown's in the comments and he said West Ham won't get out of it. Look at their next 4 games, could lose all 4. Their next 4 games being Liverpool this weekend, then they've got Fulham, Brentford, and Man City. I mean, Fulham are exactly a mega team, are they? And Brentford, Brentford are a decent enough team, but it's not something that they think, oh Christ, we can't win that. I mean, every team.
Both London derbies, aren't they? Fulham and Brentford, so anything could happen.
Exactly. But from like kind of 5th place downwards, any team can beat anyone there. It's only really your Man Cities that you would assume or count as a free hit.
That's
and Arsenal are just absolutely destroying, with their anti-football, just destroying everyone, aren't they?
Yeah, they're awful.
The way it goes, though, Lego Head just has found a style that suits them, and he's running with it. It's the thing. I'd like to see West Ham go down, me personally, because I think Jared Bowen's just at that age where the big clubs won't want him because he's what, 30 now, isn't he? So we could then potentially go in for him.
It must be Jay that's giving off them vibes,
possibly
with his.
I'm not sure about that, mate.
Phil McCracken.
You've also been asked a question about some of your guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've probably got about 10 guitars dotted around the house. Some of them are in bits. Probably the worst guitarist in the world. But the ADHD makes me
he doesn't play them. He just collects them and sticks them there just to make himself look interesting, really.
I play them now and again.
Oh, my name's Jay, I look homeless and I play guitar, but I don't really. This is my whole personality, you see.
You're getting some jip you tonight, mate. Sorry, I must apologise. I'm going to have to stay fucking pissed.
You want to get back down out with boys, hanging around fucking Mackies in your courses with that fucking hat on your bonds.
I have this by choice. Yours is a necessity.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
You got to deflect from the size of that head somehow.
Well, sometimes it's just nice to have something larger than you that's sat on my head, and it's not hard. Let's be honest.
Blaze Ray is here. Look,
there's a joke in there somewhere.
He did have an iron. He did have an iron.
He got rid of it.
I did have an iron.
He did have an iron. He got rid of it. That was more interesting than his 15,000 guitars that he can't play. Anyway. So, guys, let's go around the room one final time. Who do you think is going to get relegated at this point in the season? Bottom 3.
I'm going to put it out there. Spurs.
Like, really?
Yeah.
So Spurs, Wolves, and Burnley, yeah?
Yeah. Just
really
crack.
I'm really torn on this because I want it to be Spurs so bad, but I don't think deep down I can still believe that Spurs will go down. So I'm going to say Forest. But I want it to be Spurs.
Yeah.
It'd do them good. They have signs up in the stadium telling you to report other fans if they swear or sing certain songs or,
Is that right?
giving you a number to text. Yeah, I've seen the signs. I've seen pictures of them. It's
Are
just
you
it's
enjoying
outrageous.
yourself too much? I'll tell you what, right?
Yeah. We can't have that.
Essentially, yeah. Can't have that. That sounds like a bit of crack there now, lads. Curb that attitude.
It's just
So the lad I go to the gym with on the morning is a Spurs fan.
Oh,
He's only been to a few games. He is from London, to be fair. He moved up when he were a young lad, but apparently he went down not so long ago and picked up some pick and mix, right? Because that's what you do when you're a fucking arsehole and you go to these chuffing big, fancy stadiums. You get a fucking pick and mix. Apparently they've got frigging cheese rooms and all sorts of things.
Oh,
in
that
the
doesn't
stadium.
surprise
and they have
me.
their own
Can you
brewery
imagine
in the
going to a
stadium.
fucking pick and mix in the fucking Ellen Road?
Yeah, it'd be like, do you know? It'd be like, you know, a Phoenix Nights.
You get wanged. You get thrown, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Phoenix
Fucking
Nights when
shite.
they have the ball pool and it's all like balls are found on roof. It'd be something like that. It'd be just like stuff that they've found when they've tidied up after people have been there. That'd be pick and mix. You know?
They'll have like quiet zones and shit. Do you know what I mean? It's just gone.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
The game's gone on it. Game's gone.
Yeah.
But
They've
apparently, this pick and mix, which is what you'd normally get, you know, in the bag style, but what you know, your Wilco pick and mix stuff, £45.
Pardon?
Hey,
45 pounds
Where's
How
this?
much?
at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
How much did he
£45. He said he didn't get a right lot. Apparently, the cashier's fucking eyeballs were on stalks when she saw him walking over with it, and I said, "I'm not frigging surprised." He went, "How much?" "No thanks," and turned back and fucking walked out.
He didn't buy it.
So clearly, the Yorkshireisms have come through. We've rubbed up on him because he's gone fucking out. I don't think so.
Absolutely not. Take that away.
£45 for some pissing pick and
Yeah,
mix.
that's outrageous.
I was like, my
Yeah.
God. But, yeah, I couldn't believe
That's what it's
that.
all
But
about
that,
with
hey,
these
hopefully it's not signs of the times. You won't get that sort of
But
woke
you got to
nonsense.
you got to hand it to them. They do have a brewery above the away end and full pizzas. The lot like it. You know, if you're like one of them day tripper, yeah,
A brewery is a great idea, though, isn't it?
isn't it?
Fair.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
all the money
think that's
yourself
okay.
from the sale
I mean,
of
it's
beer.
beer.
I think that's class.
And the pizzas is fine, it's food.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the fucking shit you see floating around in South Stand now, I'm like, pissing hell. You see that on a chuffing gourmet channel, bloody Chef Ramsay cooking it back. You know,
I
some
got a
shit that they
pizza
come
once
through
in the
with.
East
I'm like,
Stand. I got a
I've
pizza,
tried
and it was like a fucking frisbee.
Oh man, I've tried that chicken chili chips thing. Fucking hell, it's banging, banging. Half time and a pint. Wow, lovely.
I miss all the like Chernobyl burgers, me.
Yeah,
There was
There's
one
literally
stuck to
nothing
the
worse.
they're
There
always
was one
gone.
stuck to the bathroom wall for years, wasn't there? Or was that
Yeah,
a
the
pie?
one on TV.
It was.
The one on
Yeah.
TV in there
Yeah.
as well that literally set like concrete, like
Yeah.
post mix. But you know that you were having such a miserable time that you would, you'd basically resorted to having a Chernobyl burger. You were that hungry, you would have actually willingly eaten one of them fucking things, or one of the pies that were like granite. as
Sometimes
well.
that's just what you got to do.
Remember the meal deal, the pie and a pints.
Yeah. Do you remember the pie
Classic.
tax when you got
The pie
like,
tax, the Salino
you
pie
had to
tax.
pay extra on your ticket?
That was
Fucking
mad.
hell, we've had some shite, haven't we?
Yeah, we
These
deserve to stay
fans
up,
in
man.
these fucking clubs, they don't understand how good they've got it, man.
Fucking telling you something.
I just think the match day experience won't change for me and Karl much, I don't think. But for the rest of the stadium, with the potential plans and stuff, it's going to be very interesting.
Yes.
I think ours will stay pretty similar in Wedge. They're never going to spend any money on that. It's just going to stay like a remnant of
Well,
Chernobyl.
yeah, you're just an extension of us, really, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like a capsule.
I think when they make these new stands, they should take them fucking containers out of the south stand and just put seats in there again.
They're
I
going
think
to,
they
I
might
think.
do. I think
Because
they
they
might
have
do,
said
yeah.
they're going to expand
Yeah.
it by about 3,000, and it's about that many that they took out
Yeah.
to put in. So
Well, like it goes up as high as the cheese wedge when all them
Yeah, yeah.
containers aren't there, like, and that's quite a fucking distance.
I still can't quite believe that he put shipping containers in. One,
I know,
and two, that they're still there.
I know. It's,
Well, they did it because we weren't selling any bloody tickets, though, were we?
Right,
There were hardly anyone. When I transferred from Cop over to South Stand were about a third full, if that.
yeah,
I remember.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
remember that.
when, and he said, "You want Premier League football? Pay Premier League prices." We never got anywhere near it with him.
No, we
Little
didn't know.
fuck. I look every
No,
day
we
to
didn't.
see if he's died, but sadly not.
No, he's still ticking away.
He's
But,
one of them big
but yeah,
stay alive out of pure spite.
yeah.
Yeah,
Montgomery Burns.
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Jay, have you given us your bottom three, by the way? I don't think you have.
I did. I said to you that I really, really, really want it to be Spurs, but
You did.
I still feel like it'll most likely be Forest. I think West Ham are going to get
And we
out.
went on another
They're on
Spurs
form.
hating tangent.
That's it.
We did.
As long as they don't lose key players now, there's no reason why they can't get a few more. But that run of games that someone said, 4 games, only 2 of them were hard games.
Yeah. Well, hey, like I said, there's a lot of football to play yet in there.
3 of West Ham's fixtures are away from home as well.
That's why we shouldn't get too used to talking like we're out of it, because we're certainly not.
No, we're not.
But it's nice that there's 3 other teams there that we can actually talk about,
nice.
rather than not chasing anyone or just basically fucking looking at one team above us pulling away. You know, so it's nice.
How many of us feared? How many of us feared that we'd be down there with a gap that we were trying to close? You know what I mean? To get back above 18.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, ever since the City half time, I don't think there's been much negativity around the. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not speaking on behalf of everyone, because you only have to briefly go on Twitter or anyone like that and just look at some of the absolute dipsticks that are on there, you know, or trying the best to be as pessimistic as possible. But I just try to steer clear of it most of the time now. But on the majority, just the people that we obviously talk to and everyone in the comments, etc., are pretty optimistic about it and have been for quite some time. So I've not really worried, and I don't think many Leeds fans are worried, and I don't really think we have to do. We're quite comfortable. We're doing okay. We've got enough about us to carry ourselves well through the rest of this season.
Yeah.
Our next few fixtures, we've got obviously City at home, but then we've got Sunderland under the lights. We've got a nice, hopefully cheeky cup game against Norwich. Then we've Palace away, winnable. Quite winnable. Brentford at home. Brentford at home again. Another game under the lights, which we like to favour. The atmospheres are already, pretty good, etc. Scum away. Now imagine if we go there and get a game.
Oh, mate, be amazing.
That'll be the season topped off there.
And I'm positive. I'm positive we will do. I mean, obviously they've picked up a little bit of form since they sacked Umerim, but
that can't
apart
last.
from that, no, it won't do. But yeah, I'm really optimistic, and I'm pretty certain most fans are as well. So I'm not really worried about it.
I think it's the most relaxed relegation battle I've ever known. Like up to this point, touch wood. I'm not saying it's going to stay that way, but up to this point now, since like you say that City game, everything's changed because we looked hopeless up to that half-time point.
Of anything,
we were just adrift at that point. Like we were just wandering the fucking open seas. We didn't know where we were going to end up because nothing looked like it were working. It didn't look like we were capable of getting a result in a few of the games prior to that. Like we were just starting to look like relegation fodder, and like most of us had reached the point that we were saying, "Yeah, that's it. Change the manager. It's not working." And most of us have supported him all the way through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were that worried at that point, and it's just a few weeks, isn't it? Really, when you think about it, but. The turnaround, I don't get how everything's turned around as much as it has. And
dramatic, isn't it?
And he's managed to maintain it even when reverting back to his old formation, you know.
But a bit of confidence, Jade, does a lot for a team.
It does.
You know, just that one decision to change a few things around at Man City, and all of a sudden they've played really effective and good football. All of a sudden it's like, well, hold on a minute, we can actually compete against these people.
Yeah.
You know, and if you go by what that was apparently said in the changing room at half time by, you know, your Longstaffs and your Calvert-Lewins, etc. Come on, guys, we can do this. We're better than this.
About showing
a little bit of confidence goes a long way. You can't go from playing how we played in the Championship. We just blew everyone away, absolutely head and shoulders above everyone, to being really, really fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's got to be an issue with confidence, and I think obviously, you know, it's taken a bit of time. Luckily, Daniel Farker has escaped the noose and has managed to turn it around for us, and we haven't looked back since. And everyone's commenting how hard we are to beat and how much of a force we are. Not one of those people are talking about how much of a force Tottenham are or West Ham are or Bloody Forest are, but certainly about Leeds. And I think sometimes we overlook that.
Yeah, everybody that plays us says, you're not going down.
Yeah.
No one's saying that about the other lot.
The other thing as well is you see all these stats about how Leeds have played over the last, 17, 18 games. Everyone's kind of like I've seen loads of City fans on, Instagram and TikTok and that, and they're all bringing up this under the lights thing. But there's lads saying, it's a 5:30 kickoff. It only, counts from 7:30. And then there's loads of City fans in the comments going, yeah, but gets to 6:15, it's going to be dark, and then it's under the lights, isn't it? I'm sitting there going,
these fans come out of their shadows.
Yeah. Suddenly it turns into like a thriller remake.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's funny though. They're clearly not looking forward to coming to us, and we'll get on.
And they
to
shouldn't
that
do.
later anyway.
They shouldn't be because it's a tough place to come. Is Elland Road?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you pronounce this guy's name, Karl.
Kerno.
Told Kerno. That'll do. He says, I get the positivity, but just let yourself, just allow yourself to be positive, mate. Just allow yourself to be a little bit positive. We can all be negative, but I think sometimes if people, and we've seen it many, many times before, that sort of pessimistic, that bad attitude sometimes spreads like a bit of a virus around the fans, and it just multiplies, and it can get a bit of it's like a frigging disease that infects everyone. We've been here so many times. When we're a lot more positive within the fan base, it reflects well around everywhere. The club, the team, to be fair, Twitter is never a true reflection of whatever sort of the atmosphere and the attitudes of the people that are actually at the games. It not. Never is. It's completely different.
Yeah.
But it's just good to keep that momentum going, and there will always be people that are, the naysayers and the miserable swines on on social media because they've got nothing better to do. But on the whole, I think most of the fan base is fairly confident and quite happy about where we are.
I think that's a fair assessment, man. Anyone you talk to is very upbeat about things. You very rarely meet someone who's like, fuck this and fuck that and this needs to be done, and we didn't spend well. Like, you don't meet many of them anymore. Like, it's like the players have settled in now. Stack is, I think he's better now than he was before October, even though we were not playing great, but we were playing all right. But he's twice the player he is now, man. Full of confidence.
He's pulled his breeches up, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's one that
he's
had
pulled up his lederhosen.
In a shitty run, didn't he? And suddenly he sort of stepped up.
Yeah.
I've actually got some lederhosen,
I bet you have. Does the missus love it, does she?
I have. I actually have. One of my mates used to host like Oktoberfest in his garden. He's got like his proper like wood chalet in his garden. It's proper fucking. And we went to Oktoberfest on a stag do in Berlin, and we all put a lederhosen on, and like it were right. Like, Germans were absolutely loving it as well. What is a beautiful laser horn? No, obviously don't talk like fucking. Like
you sound like him off fucking. You sound like him off League of Gentlemen.
Sound like that one of Pigs from Shrek. He popped in, signed an eviction notice. So sorry, I don't mean to sound like one of the pigs from Shrek.
Clip that, please.
If it works, it works. So yeah, positivity all round. Right, I think we're 47 minutes in. I said we might get a quick show out of this lot, and we've fucking dragged the arse out of this one.
I was just about to message you and say, let's move it on.
Can we crack on, please? I'm getting bored.
We've gone off on a tangent.
Let's move on, shall we?
Hey, up. Has got a shit tick this week, my little spatter fact.
And the spatter farts keep on coming and have been hitting red hot this week. The shit take of the week has been red hot. It's been fucking glorious.
They've been out in force.
They have. A couple of our boys have had many conversations. I've whittled it down to my favourite four. So I'm going to start. I'm going to kick off with this one. Shoot take of the week.
Here we go.
Graham Smith said, a sucker punch given how long they led, but a big point on the road. Jono O'Brien, one of my good friend Carl's mates, says, ask Fark when he's going to learn his lesson that we can't sit back all game and successfully defend 1-0 leads away from home. Fortis Alatis, I think he's in the comments as well. I said, shit take away. Okay, let's go. We started with the shit takes again. Absolutely. That is a fucking belt out of a shit take. So when do we need to ask Fark when he's going to learn his lesson that we can't sit back all game and defend 1-0 leads?
I mean,
the important thing is it's away from home is the bit to take away from that. I think you take a point,
We're playing third place
Yeah.
in the league. They're having a great season. They're a fucking difficult team to beat. It's a difficult bloody place to go.
Yeah.
You're taking a frigging point all. I would
would.
love it if he's actually from Dusseldorf. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I have offended you. I offend everyone with my accents. Karl,
you horrible bastard.
Man, he's got
Smarty,
Irish Tourette's.
you and your
Irish
race
accent
relations.
Tourette's, man. Irish accent Tourette's.
I'm not
is what
xenophobic.
Smarty
I love the Irish.
It's
But
Tourette's.
Get this. Shit take of the week number 2. Kind of ironically. Tactics and subs again. If we survive, we need a better manager in the summer. Says fucking James Round 83.
Wow.
I think I may have tagged that as well, or shared it in one of the groups.
There's quite a few. Some of these have been tagged quite a few times.
What's going on? Like, he's changed the tactics and they've worked.
Yeah.
Now the subs, we know what he's like, and you know it's away from home, and it was working. I that's terrible.
I just don't know how you can be so freaking negative. I
That's
really
fucking
don't understand how we can. Oh, this is fucking shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. We concede a lot of goals, in the latter stages of the games, the most out of all in the Premier League. However, we do also score goals in the latter stages of games. It is what it is. It's the fine margins. We're still the underdog in most games. Everyone, all of the pundits with zero brain cells, all predicted to go down. All the promoted teams are all going to go down, and they couldn't be any fucking further from the truth, could they? It just goes to show that it's just an easy hit, innit? Oh yeah, I'm just going to predict that all 3 teams are going to go down because last couple of seasons that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah,
but
it's lazy. It's lazy punditry.
Some of these wankers are just fucking miserable. Should take another week. Why on earth has he dropped Biol as a CCB? Rodon is considerably worse than him. Okay.
Wow. Let's unpack this one.
CCB, is that a centre back?
This is a new tacticio term, probably, and Luke could have a fucking field day on it, like tactical or whatever.
Stafford.
Is this where we show how old we are? Because we ain't got a clue what we're talking about.
Like, what happened to just like centre backs?
Biol's been injured, and he's coming back from injury. He hasn't
and Justin,
dropped him. He's not been in the fucking team.
Yeah, and Justin has deputised extremely well and doesn't deserve to be dropped just yet. And it showed, even though Gabby got a little bit ill, I think, and that's why he came off at half time.
You can tell he went well.
Biol came on, so he was on for a good chunk of the game, like, you know what I mean? And we weren't a goal down when he came on. We weren't drawn when he came on, so I like, he's not.
Oh, I get what he meant. He meant a central centre back because there's 3 centre backs.
That's what I just said. Centre back.
I missed you saying that. I've just been sat there looking at it.
It must be centre.
Yeah. I've just been sat looking at it. Sorry.
What does it mean?
Just
trying to crack the code.
Yeah.
Jay, you doing the poll there, yeah?
I was actually doing the poll, but I was keeping that secret so I could impress you.
What a guy. So what do we think then, boys? What do we think to this? Is this a shit take? Is Biol better than Rodon?
I don't. Different type of centre back.
Totally different type of player. There are elements to Biol's game that I would say are better than Rodon's. His heading for one. Yeah. But there aren't many people who are better than Biol at heading away. He was one of the top. I think he was second in Bundesliga for that whole season.
No, it was Udinese.
I see more.
Udinese, Italy.
I see him more like a bit more of an old school centre back Biol, but he can obviously pass it. Whereas Rodon's more of a ball playing. It's more of a ball playing sort of centre back for me.
Your sound's gone a bit dodgy.
Has it? Is it okay? Has it gone weird?
You're all right now. It went like horrible, but it's back.
I think I might have brushed my hand on the mic at one point. It probably just made it go crazy. But I think, like Biol, as I say, he's more of a robust, slightly old school centre back, and Rodon's more of a mobile, ball playing, runs up the pitch with it, kind of modern day centre back for me. But very different types of centre back, as Karl says, and together they're great, but it's hard to say. They
complement each other very well.
Yeah.
All 3 of them do. All 3 of them do. Strike as well, and you throw James Justin in there. And he's perfect cover, and he's played very, very well. I'm really happy with some of the players that we've got at the back. They all complement each other.
I am. Yeah.
But Bryn's nailed it here in comments, and he says, Rodon defensive vulnerabilities are made up by his pace. Absolutely, he's lightning, and some of the tackles that he gets in there, last dash tackles and stuff like that, are absolutely priceless.
Oh,
some of the tackles that he does. Strike is very good at progressive play. He can pick a pass, and sometimes they don't go right. However, caveat that with it turns fucking slower than fucking milk.
Yeah.
The guy
goes up the pitch and you think, no,
1-on-1.
No, don't.
But he seems to be the...
Jesus absolutely turned him into a frigging pretzel when he tried to defend against him. It was embarrassing, really, wasn't it? And, 1-on-1, you wouldn't want Strike anywhere near there. But they all complement each other and they all bring different elements to the game, which works for us.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, Beale's fucking better than Rodon. I mean, you're always going to have people that are, that have opinions and whatever else. It's fine, but to go, I mean, this guy was quite fucking really, really negative in some of the. I mean, it was Gilly that were going toe to toe with him in the comments and stuff.
Oh yeah, him, wasn't
it? They were at it. They were at each other. It's all of a sudden it's like Rodon's really, really shit, or Beale's really, really shit. And they're both great players. It's just like fucking hell, just mental.
Yeah, Paul
but
Brennan
to say
nails it
why
in
on
as
earth
well.
has he dropped Beale for Rodon is just a fucking mental. Rodon's been one of our most consistently good players for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's part of the reason we're up.
They're different players. They're different players, as we say, but Rodon's the first one that you want to see on the team sheet, and out of the centre backs.
He's one of the first names on team sheet anyway, regardless of what people on Twitter say. These little football manager wankers. But hey,
well, he went a fierce amount of games without not playing, didn't he? Rodon.
Yeah,
ridiculous amount of games.
It was. He was ever present until he got injured.
Shit take number 4. You might have seen this, everyone. However, to the literally tens of people who fucking tagged this Jesse's actual tweeting. Jesse Marsh, entitled to his opinion, by all means. Yeah, he were always a bit of a stats nonce. His metrics, sorry, that's what he used to call them. The metrics say this and the metrics say that. On many player accounts. So this is for the audio listener, it's a no tippy tappy football. I've quoted Sam Allardyce when he was talking about the 2 managers after Bielsa had allowed their physical stats to drop, which
we saw.
I'm inclined to agree with. And everyone else who had a pair of eyes who was watching the football would probably agree with, because up to kind of like 2/3 through the game, they were absolutely dead on the feet. They were all absolutely knackered, and the stats back that up.
They all look like Okafor.
Yeah, they did. So obviously Jesse Marsh, again, he's trying to defend his corner, this and the other. But it is what it is. I don't know if the video. I don't think the video's come through either. I've got a video. I don't think it's come through. Bastard. Tell you what. The infamous Stafford again has basically said, "Cook Jesse, real fans miss you.
Real Leeds fans miss you.
Real Leeds fans miss you." I can honestly, hand on heart, say that I would rather shit in my hands and clap than ever see anyone like Jesse Marsh plague our fucking club with the absolute dog shit football that he had us playing again. However, I'm just merely one person. Does anyone else share that opinion? Please let us know in the comments. Karl, what do you think about, being a real fan, and do you miss Jesse Marsh at all?
I haven't missed him 1 second. And I was very annoyed to see him commenting on something that the great Eddie Gray was on. How fucking dare he? How dare he? He took the beds out and the sleeping quarters that Bielsa had put in. For recovery time and all that. Took that out. So that's proof in the pudding that the levels dropped because the players weren't getting the conditioning that they'd previously got from Bielsa. Now, I know we go on about Bielsa and we still talk about him in very, very fond ways. So there's absolutely no reason that that we should even fucking entertain Jesse Marsh commenting on our club anymore.
No.
Fuck off.
He doesn't have the right to talk about us.
Jay, I'm just sending you this. See if you can upload it into chat really quickly. I'm just sending you on WhatsApp now. It's a video, so I don't know. We'll probably be able to play it. Whether it lasts the test of time, due to the algorithm and all that bullshit. And there's been naughty boys, who knows? But it's out there. We'll see.
Hey man, what's wrong with my IT skills? I've got this shit down now.
All right,
you could have sent it to me, man.
You throw piss down yourself before the podcast starts.
Exactly. You're all right until you tip your drink.
You can fucking trust me, lads.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I'll take that hit.
I'll just fucking pour this fucking shit on my head.
It's like that repeated scene in Airplane where he's like, "I've got a drinking problem."
Yeah.
Have anyone seen Airplane?
Listen,
please tell me you've seen
we know
Airplane.
quite a few American.
Not for many years.
We know quite a few American fans, and even they don't want to see Jesse Marsh back at Leeds or anywhere near.
Nobody does.
And our poor Canadian brothers, who have got to live with him being their international coach as well. I mean, can you imagine being a Canadian Leeds fan? He's finally gone. Thank fuck for that. You what? He's gone where?
Hey?
He's what? I mean, to be fair to him, he's doing all right at Canada. He's certainly doing a lot better than he did with us.
Yeah, but he didn't have to qualify them for the World Cup, and they're there, so he's going to live off that one, isn't he?
That is true.
Your video's
Jesus
in,
Christ. Is it in? Should we give it a blast then? Just
to
finish this one off. We'll give it a blast just to finish it off. Where is it, Jay? I can't see it.
It's just at the bottom of the list. Do you want me to just click it?
Just click it.
I think it's the most boring football I've ever seen from a Leeds side. In fact, I can honestly say I was more excited watching Jesse Marsh's team. And people might say, oh yeah, but we're getting the results. I'd still...
Why did that end?
Yeah. I don't know why that ended short, but I think he said I'd still rather... I can't remember what it fucking says, but
Jesse Marsh's football.
The fact that he said that he'd rather watch Jesse Marsh's football than watch
That's
this.
insane.
I'm just flabbergasting.
Do we need a poll, actually?
If you screen recorded that, you've done it short, mate, because that's as long as the video is. It's only 17 seconds.
I'm not playing it on my phone now. But anyway, the main bit is that main bit that he thinks that Jesse Marsh's football is better than Daniel Farke's football.
Yeah.
If I'm being hand on heart totally honest, right? The first season that Daniel Farke took over, I found exceptionally boring.
You did mention that quite a bit, to be fair.
I did because I thought it was just so shit, and we it's all right having a load of possession and passing it around and stuff, but when you're sending your frigging fans to sleep with just passing it around defense and possession, it was so shit. I really did not.
I get you. I said same, didn't I?
The second season's totally different. It completely changed it. Obviously, after the playoff loss, etc., it mixed it up a little bit, and we were much more effective. Obviously, apart from the fact that we had someone with fucking poppadom fingers in goal, we should have absolutely smashed the points record for that season last season. But I'm inclined to agree. If I think Farke's football were pretty boring in the first season, but certainly not now. And to come out with that now when we're doing so well in the Premier League, he's just fucking My flabber is gasted. That's all I will say.
Flabber is gasted. It is.
It is indeed. Any comments on that, Jay?
Not really, mate. I've said what I need to say on it. So it is a weird fucker.
So
I don't understand the point of view.
The thing is, he's living off the coattails of being a Leeds manager. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing.
The guy's a bell end.
If he hadn't managed Leeds, would anyone even know him? Let's be honest. I don't think so.
I hate the fact that we're going back over this, but I still, to this day, do not understand why Victor Orta, our namesake, that we've kind of changed a little bit because that ended just fucking really terrifically, didn't it? Yes. But Victor Orta looked at how Jesse Marsh presented his teams, the football and the formations that he employed, and thought, fucking hell, yeah, that's a Bielsa Mark II, is that? That's exactly who we need to take over Marcelo Bielsa.
But you know what? I can't,
for the life in me, work out how the fuck they came to that.
You know what he actually was, Smarty? He was a Hockaday Mark II. Instead of having salt and pepper shakers, he had a spreadsheet.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Just some bullshit
just find
fucking
it
snake
incredible.
oil salesman
Incredible.
who talked to idiot fucking chairman into giving him a job.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Roland's in the comments here. He's over for the game. City and Sunderland. And it hasn't rained since he got here. So he's brought the New Mexico sun or dry weather with him anyway. He's in the comments saying Farke has shown an ability to adapt that I find admirable. Let's be honest. The way they came out against City in that second half, you can't but admire the balls to change it against City.
That's right.
You know, take some
Princess
cojones.
Kamara was terrible, and playing Pirlo in that season was horrendous. It really was, and that was when he said, "Oh yeah, Jorginho and Pirlo can't play together," and then they started playing together, and then he said, "Oh, Pirlo's not a 10, he's an out and out striker," and then they swapped, and it contradicted himself a lot. Did Farke that season, but Glenn Kamara. Jesus Christ, Mr. Sideways Shuffle. Fuck me. I think he must have thought, if I play a forward pass, I will die.
Yeah,
I will literally fall down fucking dead on this pitch if I make a forward pass. I mean, he scored a goal. He scored the winning cup goal for Rangers. And yet he dares fucking make a forward pass. I mean, he'll run like foot, turn around and pass it back to Gruev. He'll probably pass it side. Anyway.
There was so many opportunities he had to have shots, and you're like, just fucking hit it, just fucking hit it, just fucking... Yeah. And no, just didn't want to.
Absolutely incredible, wasn't it?
Mad.
Anyway, I hadn't told you about what I got up to last night.
Oh, what did you do last night?
No filth, by the way.
Jesus.
I attended Members versus Legends quiz night at Elland Road last night. There were a couple of content creators present there. Michael Normanton from the Square Ball was there. I was there, obviously.
Obviously representing.
Rubbing shoulders with the top tier. Matty from Imagine Not Being Leeds was there, as was Adam, and there were a couple of others guys. A really, really good day. One of my mates had a spare ticket. He got it for his birthday and said, "Do you fancy coming along?" He says, "You're probably one of the most knowledgeable Leeds fans I know," which I laughed in his face. I went, "You're having a fucking laugh, aren't you?" But
did you have Bryn on phone a friend?
I said to him, I messaged him halfway through, and I said, "You'd wipe floor with some of this stuff."
But sure, he did that time we did the last one for
some of the stuff he knows. He's just like fucking. I think he'd even give Stats a run for his money. I mean, he's not
Rain Man, isn't he?
Probably as autistic as Stats is, but he's definitely up there. He's definitely on the autism spectrum. Is our friend Bryn, and I know he's watching right now, and I know he's probably shouting or laughing, man. I don't care.
Smarty.
I think we're gonna have to get a team to go there next year because it were brilliant. I managed to meet a couple of my own fans.
Oh wow!
This being one, Mr. John Howson. He said, "Help Smarty, how's it going, mate? You all right?" And I said, get in there. How's it going in under 21s? But yeah, what a nice guy. There's also some other good looking lad here, and Stuart Dallas as well. But yeah, they were just a couple of guys. There were Noel Whelan there, Ben Parker, Simon Grayson were there, Nigel Martin. There were quite a few. Yeah, there were quite a few decent lads there as well.
I've got to say, Smarty.
Tony Dorigo were there. Yeah,
it still amazes me what managing Leeds did to Simon Grayson.
Lovely, but I tell you what, he's
shiny.
a lovely bloke though. Really lovely bloke. They were all really nice, and they all had time for everyone as well. I actually asked you. I says, I'm gutted that I didn't. What I was going to do is, when he scored a semi-final first goal against Derby, and he slid on his knees, and the South stand behind him was going absolutely fucking mad. You can pick me out. Me and Tony were there last night. My mate, we were out in the middle of it, and we're all like, fuck it. And I said, I just wished, and I printed it out and got you to sign it. And he went, if you want me to sign it, drop it off, ask for this specific person, I'll get it signed for you. And I was like, you'll fucking do for me.
Nice.
You'll do for me, mate. So I'm going to do that. So because me and Stuart Dallas are just best mates now. What can I say?
Tight. You're tight.
We're very tight.
Very tight.
Unlike Jay's ass. So,
how dare you?
Man City at the weekend. Man City at the weekend.
Oh, it's the poll live, actually.
Have you done the poll, Jay?
You put the poll
Yeah,
live, did you? Oh,
I
it's
said
fine.
it ages ago, but I've said it about 3 times at the.
I thought you did.
polls
Hey,
live.
don't
be
blame
listening
me.
to
I
half
have
the
full
time.
faith in you.
I'll
You
tell you, it's a
fucking
stressful operation. This.
Listen,
at
don't
times.
listen to this
listening
guy.
to
He
you.
throws fucking piss all over himself. What do you want me to
Beer,
fucking say?
you
I'm more worried about
band.
the fact he was trying to drink it before he spilled it.
I think he just pissed himself. He is getting to that age where he's incontinent.
This is
He
not
wears a-
even, you know.
He wears a
it's-
tenner lady.
What the? You said to go and fetch one of them. What the fuck are they?
You know what they are.
I don't.
They're lady pants that helps you if
Jesus
they have little
Christ.
accidents.
Oh,
Jesus.
So before you piss yourself
I'm
again,
good for that. Like, I don't need it, man. It's cool.
before you
beer.
lose your bladder again, just you know,
I just
Before you lose
consider
it, mate. You
keeping
just don't want it.
the
dry.
desk
We
fell,
don't want,
man. This
we
just
don't want you
happens,
getting
know?
sore. Anyway, come on,
Sorry,
Man
City.
City at home. Technically not under the lights, but kind of will be under the lights at some point. Jay, what do you think will be the starting lineup initially?
Oh God. Did he say everyone's fit now, apart from Okafor still?
Okafor's, yeah, he's injured.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of an hamstring.
Gabby's
injury.
back, isn't he? So
Hmm.
I think it's probably going to be. He's going to put Darlow in again, isn't he? I mean, he did well last game, to be fair. So if he plays like
I
that
think
again,
I don't
I'm
think
sure.
Perry comes in. I think he'll still be Darlow, to be fair.
No, I don't think he does at this point. So it's going to be Darlow. We're going to get Bogle. We're going to get Gabby. We'll get Rodon. We'll get Strike most likely. Then it's just who does he put as the other one? Does he put Justin in or does he put?
I
Bale in?
think he'll stick with Justin, mate.
I think he'll stick with Justin because he doesn't change lineups unless someone's had a stinker.
At the same time,
I think it's going to be pretty much the same side. To be fair,
yeah, I think at the same time, Bial is only coming back from a knock, like, so you don't really want to risk him for what is going to be a crucial run in either. You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't want to chuck him in to start a game if you don't have to, do you? If you've got somebody else who's adequate to play.
Yeah, and Bryn says there, same as Villa, but maybe Bial for JJ. I think JJ starts just strictly because Farke is quite conservative when it comes to bringing players back from injury.
He's been great, hasn't he?
He's done very, very well. I don't know what Leicester City fans were talking about when they were saying he was garbage.
But he's playing in a garbage team, though.
Well, this is the point I was going to get to.
It's the same point about Bogle. You know, playing in a garbage team.
I can say, like, honestly, I'm far more comfortable seeing Justin at centre back than I ever was seeing Luke Ayling at centre back.
Yeah.
He
I
just
can't
seems
disagree
to be
with
able
that.
to adapt.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. No.
Yeah, I
But the
don't
fact
see
that
any big
he's-
changes.
The fact he's playing on the left side of or the right side of a defense, it's kind of a natural position for him anyway. So it's kind of worked out in that way that he's still able to bomb forward because we know Ampadu's going to kind of drop deep a little bit and kind of cover in there.
Yeah.
When he does get forward, so he's nearly got two roles as a full back centre back, with the license to get forward ahead of Bogle sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Richard Hogan, 1984, says Bial starts if only just to match it with Haaland. I'm inclined to agree. I think they will want
that's
a
not a bad
few
shout.
big units
It's a good
around
idea,
him
that.
because he's a
Yeah.
bloody
It's a
strong
good
lad,
idea.
Erling. Hopefully we call him some nasty names and get under his skin and then clap him off.
Maybe he puts Metcher at centre back.
Yeah.
Like Dion Dublin used to play both.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think the midfield's going to be the same? Hello.
I think so.
I think it is, but at the same time, because we've got Stack back in the middle of the park, it's kind of taken away from Aronson's heavy involvement in the middle of the park, which was kind of fruitful there for quite a while. And he looked a little bit lost over on the left wing when we were playing against Villa. And he did try and cut inside quite a bit, but when he's naturally just playing in the middle of the park, he's very, very dangerous because that's where we smother teams and we turn the ball over and he's on the front foot straight off the bat. But with them out wide, we do have to kind of take into account that he is going to have to be out wide. There's not the license to come inside because he'd be leaving gaps exposed, you know. So I'm on the fence there about, having him out in the left, but you also want Stack in the middle, like. So it's a tough one,
It's difficult because obviously we saw two completely different formations in the away fixture. One where we got absolutely battered, and then one where we turned it around and nearly won the bloody thing. Yeah. So for me, I'm thinking, will he revert back to how we initially set up, or will he stick with how he ended the game with two big lads up top pulling their defenders around and causing chaos?
I would love
it's going to be interesting, because you do think, well, it worked the last time. Why wouldn't you do it this time? Or will Guardiola potentially?
I still feel like he won't, but I want him to.
I don't think he will, which is mad, because you just think, well, you've got a formula that worked there. Why don't we just do that rather, from the off, rather than do a reaction? When probably inevitably they will score. Should we set up initially how we did, in the first half? And I just think, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just stick to what worked last time and then go from there and change from there, rather than risk playing a 4-3-3 or whatever formation it was in that first half?
Yeah, I think they'd have to be a bit worried about us playing as we did in that second half.
I think based off how we played in that second half, you kind of got to look at it like it's been mentioned on the pod a few times. Centre backs aren't trained to play in twos. One is trained to mark a striker, and the other is trained to sit behind and clean up and then start the play again. You put two players up there occupying two centre backs, their game plan is out the window straight away. And we saw how vital that was in the second half against City. Pep had to completely change him. I had to have his keeper go down so he could get his players over to have a word. Like, that's how ineffective they were against two strikers. And we were opening them up left, right, and centre. It was mad because there was gaps. But like you saw it, like Calvert-Lewin and Nmecha, there was times where they were so close together. City didn't know whether to bring their left and right backs closer to their centre backs, or to leave them out wide. And either way, it was leaving gaps out wide, or it was leaving gaps.
Which is how we exploited them, and we got that,
exactly, yeah. So it would make sense that against the same opposition and the same defenders, you try and do the same thing to get that.
Which is why it
same
brings me
effect.
into the comment section. Roland says Pep will adjust after that second half. Can't expect the same thing to work as well as last time. Agreed, but what would work? Do we go, oh well, fuck it, we'll revert to how we played the first half with the 4-3-3,
which we know
which we know won't work, and we'll get fucking battered.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he will.
You do.
Kern, I was saying Pep will change it. He knows what almost happened. Yeah, he did, but like I'm saying, it's going to be interesting to see how he sets up and what formation he uses.
We'll just say this comment from Steve Brown is just saying, play DCL Metro up top to get amongst City defence, bring Aronson with 30 to go. The only thing I would say about that, and it'll probably sound weird me advocating for Aronson to play, but I have been nice to him since he's played well, because he's deserved all the praise. The only thing I will say with that is, if they're man marking, Aronson is a great player for dragging people about.
Yeah, he is, yeah. And getting out a little,
that might be important.
Bits of space. He finds space really, really well, and he's a wriggly little player, is Aronson.
Yeah,
but if he's got his marker chasing him all over the place, it opens stuff up for others.
But he's obviously his pressing and his running stats are absolutely off the charts as well. So he's a good addition to have. And I think I don't for a second think he'll leave Aronson out. I'm sure Aronson will start, but it's who else plays in the middle? Gruev, Ampadu, and Stack. Where do we put them? I think Gruev might drop out. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know. We're surmising. We can go around this all night, but it'd be interesting. Score prediction then from both of you. I know we don't do the whole fucking predictions non-league with Gilly anymore, but give us a prediction. What are you thinking, Jay?
I'm going to go for a shock 3-1 win.
3-1 win?
I actually think we probably might get a draw, but I'm going big just for the hell of it. Fuck it.
Would you take a draw if it were offered to you now?
100%, yeah, absolutely.
Would you? Not fancy your chances?
Nah, I'd take the draw. I'm just going big for the hell of it.
Doing battle with Manchester's finest. So you're going 3-1. That is bold. That is really bold. Karl?
Mine might be a little bolder. I'm thinking it's a reverse of the previous fixture and go 3-2 Leeds.
Wow.
with a stoppage time winner in the stadium going fucking insane. Can you imagine?
I think that I'll be honest. Once the lights come on and it gets dark, I don't care if it's not 7:30. I think the place turns into an absolute feral bear pit.
If we manage to get ahead,
if
we manage to go ahead, that place will be fucking off the charts.
Oh,
and if we then sit back for the rest of the game, it'll go fucking.
Well, I don't think we will because at home we're a different animal at home.
Yeah,
it's different going down to Villa Park and playing and trying to defend a win and stuff like that when you get and they've got all I mean they didn't have Tielemans, they didn't have friggin' what's his name? Fucking hell, his name's gone out of my head. McGinn, etc. They were missing a bit, but they still
Get
have
Rodgers quiet, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. So it's completely different fixture. We're at home. It's under the lights. Home crowd advantage, etc., etc. You've got.
You've always got to hope at home, haven't you?
You've always got to take that into account. And when that Ellen Road crowd is raucous as it can be, it's not a nice place to come and play.
I said it before on some of the previous pods, but like teams like City, their ground, the fans are so plastic. Half of it's empty.
Shit.
When they come to a place like Ellen Road and it's actually rocking, it will throw them off big
Their
time.
away fans aren't bad.
The system.
Their away fans aren't bad, but they won't have ever come to I'd say that's probably a bit of a reach, but they will not like coming to a very raucous, rapturous, animalistic,
an evening Saturday game at
sweaty,
Ellen Road.
horrible fucking Leeds fans in front of
Yeah,
you. They will
it's
not
gonna
want
be
to come to
insane.
an Ellen Road. When it goes off, that place is a fucking different kettle of fish, and
It's
they
a
will not
cauldron,
like
man.
that one day.
Yeah.
Nides in the comments. Evening, guys. Great to meet you last night, Smarty Top Guy. You are also a top guy, mate. Thank you for coming over and saying hello. Yeah, it's always nice to meet people who watch the pod.
It is.
I used to find it really weird. But it's nice. I used to kind of people would come up. Not everyone. Don't get me wrong. But every now and again, someone would come up to us, and I'd usually just go like that with Jay and Karl, and slowly.
Do you remember that geezer who didn't know who you were? They thought me and Karl were great, and he wouldn't leave us alone, but he didn't know who you were.
Oh, the fucking Brownie and Cole! That guy.
That was brilliant.
Fucking
love that guy.
Some Irish guy came out
good.
of nowhere.
He's a good dude.
Absolutely
Very
off
drunk.
his tits. Yeah, he was funny anyway. Fucking Brownie and Coke! Straight to Karl. I went, what the fuck? And I was just like stood there with my pipe feeling awkward as I normally do, and these two were like, oh yeah. And Jay went, oh, do you know him? And I went, no. Carried on talking. Fucking I'm off me. I'll see you later. I'll see you fucking later.
Funny.
Right, anyway, I suppose we best bring us on to the last bit of the show. Karl, I know I've asked you to do the to do the readout or whatever afterwards, but we will play another clip from Andy's Man Club. These are some of the facilitators that have taken the time to record a message and how they got involved with Andy's Man Club, etc., etc. The message obviously being, don't be scared, get out there, get talking, lads. You've got nothing to fear. I believe it's the second to last one, so we'll give this a go, and hopefully you can hear it all.
I've struggled with my mental health for as long as I can remember, but I always had ways to outlet that. I always had like physical stuff or activities or distractions, but since my physical health became worse, I couldn't do that anymore, and I got stuck in a bit of a rut of burning out and then catching up and then burning out and catching up. It was a bit of a cycle, and I realised that something had to change, so I found out about Andy's Man Club. When I first went there, I was very nervous. I took a friend with me the first time, but the lads very welcoming. They gave me a cup of tea and some biscuits and explained to me what it were all about, and I went every week after that, and it really helped. It really helped. And then after a few months, I'd asked about becoming a facilitator, and I was offered to do that, which is incredible. It's given me a lot of purpose being able to do that, to give back and to share my lived experience and my story with other people, maybe help other people. And the lads I've met there are fantastic. Some very good friends now, I would consider lifelong friends. As well as that, some of the best people I've ever met, which says a lot because they have been through some horrific things. Some people from all different walks of life that I wouldn't usually be able to even speak to, let alone be friends with. So it's given me a lot. It's given me a lot of perspective. It's given me purpose, and it's helped me in my journey, and then I can help other people in theirs. I've spoken to friends and family about things that I'd never dreamt of speaking to them about before going to AMC. Like, it's helped me be more forward and be more present, and it's helped me be more honest and frank about mental health and struggling and suffering. I no longer just say, yeah, I'm fine, when I'm not. So anyone that is struggling, or you know something needs to change, you need to do something about it, I would highly recommend visiting an Andy's Man Club.
What an excellent message. And again, thanks to all the facilitators that are taking the time to record these messages and get their stories out. It does mean a lot, and it is helping other guys, take that step towards, going to one of these clubs and stuff. It really, really does make a difference. Karl, have you got the readout?
I do have the readout, yes. So, if you're going through a storm or have recently been through one and you're a man over the age of 18, perhaps Andy's Man Club Leeds may be able to help you. We have venues in Horsforth, Kirkstall, Pudsey, Central Leeds, Hunslet, Seacroft and Morley. We are open 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday, barring bank holidays. We also run a weekly and monthly social event with our aim to get men talking and to smash a stigma around men's mental health. Details of our venues and everything we are doing is at Andy's Man Club Leeds Facebook. So give us a follow, help spread the word. So, yeah, I think the message is loud and clear, lads. Chat to your mates. Don't be afraid to say anything. I know it's difficult. It's always difficult, but half the battle is starting the conversation. So, keep going.
Absolutely. Let's smash the stigma, boys. Together.
Absolutely.
We can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. Thank you, both of you, for joining me this evening.
Hold up. Paul.
Oh,
results?
sorry, yes, of course.
I've just ended it.
Hasty.
I am
was
ready.
a bit hasty, wasn't I?
You were.
I was going to tell you. But I knew
I
what
haven't even done the merch video today because I can't be asked.
Oh, fuck.
I've done my
mug.
quota. I've done my quota. Paul's bought a mug. I'm happy. We've sold the mug.
That's our sales target reached for the next 2 years, so we're all good. So, shit take of the week, Paul. In last place, we had When Will He Learn? With Parker and his tactics, 5%. End of the Road On, that was 21%. Get rid of him and his playbook. Oh, that's the Farkas tactics one, so fuck knows what the other one is, but it didn't win. And then top of it, with 53%, is Cooking Up a Crock of Shit. Jesse Marsh and all that bullshit about fucking
tacticals.
Yeah, fuck off,
Rightfully deserved.
Yes.
Fuck Jesse Marsh. So there were quite a few for Jesse Marsh, weren't there? There were two. There were one was a video, and then one was the actual tweet. But yeah, I think rightfully deserved for shit take of the week. Congratulations, Jesse, if you're watching. Thank you.
Congrats. You deserve it, man. If anyone deserves it, it's you.
The damn mic there.
Gents, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks
Jay,
for having
you can crawl back to your cupboard for where I found you, if you like.
There's just no need for that. There's no need for this level of abuse.
I love you.
Of course you do.
And I'd love you to look like you'd had a wash this week.
How dare you? How dare you?
Etc.
Listen, you live in Dewsbury, mate. It's acid rain there.
I live near Dewsbury. I don't live in Dewsbury.
No wonder you look fresh.
No, there's no wrong
you
with
lose
Dewsbury.
your top layer of skin every day with that fucking shit.
Exactly. It's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. Sometimes it's just nice to see how the other half live.
Do you know who else lived near Dewsbury, Karl?
Oh.
Shannon!
Shannon!
Shannon! Where are you?
She lived in Dewsbury.
No,
I think Gilly lives.
That's near Dewsbury.
Yeah, that is Dewsbury. If it's Dewsbury Mall, it's Dewsbury, isn't it, Jay?
It's near Dewsbury.
Gilly lives nearer to Dewsbury than me. So there you go.
Does he?
He does indeed. So, chaps, thank you very much again for joining me. I will see you both at some point on Saturday, either before or after the game, I'm sure. Thank you, everyone else, for getting involved in the comments. It's always appreciated. We appreciate all your feedback and you guys cracking on and having a bit of a laugh with us as well. We don't take ourselves too seriously, obviously. If you haven't done and you would like to, you can subscribe if you like. I mean, hey, what else are you going to do on these Thursdays or Tuesday nights? You could, do many worse things, should I say.
Hey, there's nothing better than this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably imagine doing something better than listening to three dickheads waffle chat about Leeds and listening to their shit opinions, but hey, who am I to say?
Spilled beer all over myself, so that was funny.
until the weekend, I'm not sure who's on Baradi and Coke. I'm sure you'll all be entertained. I know it's not me, so fucking get in. I will see you all later. Take care of each other. Take care of each other. If we don't see you through, we'll see you through windows. See you in a bit.
It's all the know better. We all the know much better than letting Karl go on with Jay. Luke's calling out bad weathers, and Smarty is no better, and Gilly gets fan mail again. But every time we go live,
shit take has been
can't speak or even tell the time.
It's more a toys out the pram.
It's all the
If I see his mother in
we
the
all the know
stands,
much better.
I'm
This
gonna
ends
crack an egg
show for tonight. And if you like these weapons and you don't think they're balance, please go check out our merch site. Good night.
Little tosser, and I hate him. He's shit. He's average, and he's a shit house.